What's good, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, Real Talk Boxing. Yeah, man, I'm back at you again. Listen, WBC has put the go-ahead for Jorge Linares versus Devin "The Dream" Haney for May the 21st. This is what I like. This is what I want to see, especially with this lightweight division. I want to see the champions fighting the champions. I want to see the top five fighting the top five. And we're finally going to get that. All right? So when I first read about this, when I first heard about this fight, and the possibility of it being made, I wasn't too, I didn't pay it much mind because, you know how the fight game goes nowadays. We're always in negotiation. We're always trying to make a fight happen. Instead of fights actually happen, especially with the lightweight division. But when I read this today, man, I was like, this is what's up. This is what's going to shut me up and switch my attitude up from hating the sport of boxing to actually getting back into it. Devin "The Dream" Haney is being moved very, very carefully and strategically. I think in a very, very smart way. If you notice, Devin Haney is being put up against older fighters. We had Gamboa, who was supposedly a step-up fight, not in my opinion. And now you have Linares, who's 35 years old, which, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you. In my opinion, 35 is not old. It's not. A lot of you may say, yeah, it is for, the boxing world. Boxing is a young man's sport, but 35 isn't old. In this fight, I do give Devin Haney the advantage because of his age. He's the fresher of the two. He doesn't have near as much wear and tear on his body than Jorge Linares. Linares has been through a lot of scraps. I believe Linares has 5 defeats. DeMarco was one of them. Lomachenko, Kano. I can't remember the other guys. But, when I think about Linares, I always go back to the fight with him and Lomachenko. How competitive that fight was the first half of the fight. Even dropped Lomachenko. When that happened, that really surprised me. I was like, hold on, man, what's the deal? We might have something here. But ultimately, Lomachenko figured him out like he usually does. Not against Lopez, but he usually figures his opponent out. And his angles and his footwork usually just overthrows whatever his opponent tries to do. And I believe he got him out of there with a 10th round TKO stoppage. It was a body shot, if I'm not mistaken. But I always think about that competitive spirit of Linares. I really do. Now, it's a winnable fight for both fighters, but I think it's more so winnable for Devin "The Dream" Haney. I really do. Like I said, Linares has a lot more wear and tear, but he does have a lot more experience than Devin Haney. But I think Devin Haney's the quicker of the two. I definitely don't think Linares has any worry or threat about being knocked out by Haney because he lacks power. But the kid is fast. He's very defensive-minded. He's a counterpuncher, boxer, whatever he needs to be on the inside, on the outside. He's that skillful. He's actually a skillful kid. He is actually a skillful young man. I got to give him his props. But, what stands out more in my mind about Devin Haney is the fact that he's actually fighting someone, and not trying to jump weight classes or fight someone out of his weight class. He's actually fighting someone in the top 5 lightweights. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I want. And the winner of this fight gets the number 2 ranked, WBC number 2 ranked, Javier Fortuna. And this is how it needs to be placed. You should place these fighters in these brackets and make them fight. So I'm looking forward to it. It's actually a go. We're set for May 21st. I'm looking for Devin Haney to win this fight, but more so, I'm just looking forward to the fight, period, because he's actually fighting someone and fighting a good opponent. It's a step-up opponent, even though he's 35 years old. It is a step-up fight. Now it's up to Devin Haney to win this fight decisively. To win it decisively so he can start shutting us up a little bit, because much like a lot of these lightweights out there, he still has a lot to prove. Even though I think the dude is game, even though I think he's highly skillful and I think he can beat a handful of these lightweights, He still has a lot to prove. So he has to go in there and lock horns with Linares and get the savvy game veteran out of there. I don't want to see no freaking, if you want your respect, people are going to say what they want to say regardless. But if you want major respect, you got to get in there with them, lock horns, and get him out of there, Devin. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to make a statement. Make a statement so that everybody knows that, hey, I'm the WBC champion for a reason, son. Shut everybody up. Don't go in there and win a split decision, 12-round decision against a 35-year-old Linares, even though I don't care about his age. 35 is not old. I don't care. It's not old. But he's a lot older than the younger, fresher Devin Haney. So Devin Haney, make a statement, homeboy. Get in there, lock horns, give Linares the business. Take his lunch money. That's what I think. But never mind that. I want to know what you think. Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. We up and we out of here, baby.